Hi, I'm Barb Lulay with US Air Purifiers. Today I'm going to show you how to change the filter in an Airpura unit. The configuration of this unit is HEPA carbon. On my right you will see the fresh or new filters with the HEPA on the inside, carbon, 18 pounds of carbon on the outside. Pre-filters come in a 2-pack, so there's 2 pre-filters. We're only going to be using one of them today. The other one will stay for about 6 months when you need to change it. And I also have new gaskets for mine because we have dogs carpeting woods and all kinds of lint, which you will soon see. So you can use a hex nut driver to take these off. You can see how they fit very easily, or you can use a standard screwdriver. I like the nut driver, it works a little bit better. To save boring you with me taking these off, I already loosened them up. I'm going to angle this so you can see just how dirty it is. Believe it or not, my home is cleaner than this. But hopefully you can see how bad it is. This is the gasket. And I'm going to throw our garbage in this old box. The box is what the Airpura ships in. What's nice about it is they ship with 2 boxes inside of each other, so the filters don't get damaged upon shipping. So I'm just going to put the old filters in there and lift this one out so you can see it. This particular one is only configured with a HEPA. That's why it was so light for me to get it out. And you'll see inside the drum. Also very dirty. So I'm going to remove that gasket, which has a lot of buildup on it, throw it out. And you will notice I'm doing this on top of a pad that I can wash. And the reason for that is some of the carbon might get on things, and of course this dust may. So I like to wipe mine out. You can use any soft cloth or vacuum to wipe it out. And this way you just gather the dust instead of spreading it or carrying it through to your next filters. Once that's wiped out, you can throw that out. Let's take a look at what we got out of it. So this terribly dirty cloth is called an overcloth. You can see the horrendous buildup of dust on that cloth. I'm just going to dispose of that. It is actually used for cosmetic reasons, but if you have a black unit and you don't want to see the white holes through it, you will often buy a black overcloth. Some people like it because it's a little easier to vacuum, and you can get a couple of uses out of it. I did not order it with my set, so I won't be using it. The next layer is your pre-filter. You'll notice ours is pretty dirty, but not terrible because that overcloth was so dirty. If you don't use an overcloth, this pre-filter will capture all the material. Next thing is your HEPA unit. And again, for me, this was a single unit. And I'm just going to dispose of that too. You can see all the dust on the ground here, and that's exactly why I do it on a cloth I can wash. So all you need to do now, make sure it's clean inside. Put one of your felt gaskets down on the bottom. You want to make sure it's lined up. Airpura does typically send a I call it a glide or a slide, and it is designed for helping you guide everything into the unit. It's kind of like a cardboard funnel with a wide mouth, so you can set it there and just slide everything in easily. So the first thing to go in is the HEPA. The open part will go down. It just sets evenly on top. The next thing that's going to go in is your carbon. And what's easiest, if you don't have the funnel, like I don't have it today, is taking that pre-filter and wrapping it around your carbon. This carbon is roughly 18 pounds in our case. You're going to hold it together and slide it on top. With the funnel, it will go in more easily. In my case, that actually went in pretty smoothly without using the funnel. Next thing you have is your gasket. It'll just lay on top. So you're just putting it back together the way you took it apart. Alright? Next thing you'll do is put your base back on with the pads and just line it up. It snaps down. Again, whichever you'd prefer, the nut driver or the screwdriver, and put your screws back in. You shouldn't need to do anything for approximately 6 months, where you'll change your pre-filter out. And again, this is changing the pre-filter, or excuse me, changing the filters on an Airpura that has a carbon HEPA configuration. It doesn't really matter what unit you're doing. The logic is still the same. You're still going to be changing the filters the way you take them out. You hear my furry friend in the background. Hershey just wants to help today. So thank you very much. I'm Barb Lulay with US Air Purifiers. Have a great day.